Welcome to another Women and a Series with Tobo Sigwe, Ikolomo. Thank you for my viewers, those who have been watching this channel and those who have been stopping by and those who want to learn about Igbo culture. I hope that I will keep doing videos that will help you learn about Igbo culture and also learn about Igbo value system, and most importantly, practice the Igbo value system. Today, I want to talk about three key areas you should not compromise your Igboness. 3 key areas you should not compromise your Igboness. What makes you an Igbo? What makes you an Igbo? If your father is an Igbo, it means you are Igbo. If your father is an Igbo, it means you are Igbo. And it means that Igbo is your identity. Igbo should be your pride. And Igbo should be your legacy. Your Igboness is your identity. Your Igboness is your pride. Your Igboness is your legacy. It is what you will pass on to your children and your children's children. That's the most important thing you can pass on, your Igboness. So there are 3 key areas that you should not fail to show your Igbo identity. Because, like I said, Igbo identity, your Igboness is your identity, your pride, and your legacy. It is what you are going to pass on. So you should not compromise on these 3 key areas. Unfortunately, many present Igbos believe that the best way to promote, to showcase their Igbo identity is by speaking Igbo language or by promoting Igbo food or Igbo cloth. You know, the Isiago attire. Why that is commendable, I must say emphatically and authoritatively that speaking Igbo language is not the best way to promote your Igbo identity. It's a minute way. I repeat, speaking Igbo language is a minute way of promoting your Igbo identity. I mean it, I repeat, is a minute way. Eating Igbo food is a minute way. Wearing of Isiago, these are minute ways of projecting and promoting your Igbo identity. There are other, what I will call major areas. Major areas. Most people paint speaking Igbo language as if it's a major area. It's not a major area that you use to showcase or to project your Igbo identity. Why it is good? It is still not. It is still not. They will say that it's good for you to major in the major and minor in the minor. So I believe that these major areas I want to state are the most important areas that you have to show your Igbo identity. The major areas. However, there is one most important area that is not among these 3 areas, and that is Igbo spirituality or Igbo religion, Igbo ordinana or Igbo omenani. However, I know it will be an uphill task for so many Igbos who are already Igbo Christians or Igbo Muslims for them to use Igbo traditional religion as their own form of spirituality. So I'm not going to advocate that, but know that the highest form, the best way, this one is unquestionable, the best way to project and promote your Igbo identity is by practicing Igbo ordinana, the religion of our ancestors. Once you do this, these other 3 ways and more other ways will fall into place automatically. However, like I said, this is going to be a difficult task for so many people who have been Christian, so many Igbos who have been Christian, let's say for more than 20, 50 or 60 years. Our Igbo people will say, Adam Wake Benanka. So I must admit, even those who know that Igbo Igbo religion is good, but because they have been Igbo Christian for a very long time or Igbo Muslim for a very long time, they find it very difficult to make that switch. So that is totally understandable. But nevertheless, we have these three areas that whether you are old, whether you are young, once you are Igbo, you should not compromise on it. Whether you are an Igbo Christian or you are an Igbo Muslim or you are an Igbo free thinker, I repeat, do not compromise on these three areas that I'm going to mention now, because this is the way to promote your Igbo identity, your Igbo pride, your Igbo legacy. This is our culture, the core. The first one is what? Marriage. Marriage. Once you are an Igbo person, Igbo, you should marry, you should ensure you get married traditionally. The ways Igbos marry. Family, 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 family. In Igbo land, individuals don't get married. It is family that get married. This Western system of two people going to court to sign registry and they say that they are married, that is not Igbo. That's not how we get married. Once you are Igbo, I'm not saying you shouldn't do court marriage, but that is not how we get married. You must make sure you marry the Igbo way. Your family, the groom's family, going to the bride's family. Make sure you get married the Igbo way. Don't compromise on this. Whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, or whether you're an Igbo free thinker or an atheist. Secondly, make sure that you do not get married in church. Court, church marriages, all these things are Western, European ways of getting married. It's another man's culture. Our own culture is our identity, and your identity is what you should promote. Your identity should be your pride. Like I said, it is also your legacy. We don't have to pass on court marriage to our children. We do not have to pass on church wedding to our children. What we have to pass on is Igbo ways, Igbo traditional way of getting married. You can still be a Christian without wedding in the church. Even if you believe the Christian in the whole Christian religion and all that, you can still go to heaven without getting married in the church. Even me, when I was a Christian, I didn't get married in the church. I married as a Christian, but I didn't marry in the church because it still does not make sense to me. Why a pastor should wed people, wed couple, people that you did not train. Marriage is strictly a family affair. It is between two families, and we should promote the sanctity of marriage within our Igbo customs and tradition. So we should not compromise on this identity. How we get married. Ma ibu ekwu imenne, ma ibu ekwu nkwụmwada, ime ego isi nwanyị. So if a pastor blesses your marriage and you have not paid the dowry, ime isi ego nwanyị, you are not married. If you go to court to get married and you have not, imebere ego n'isi nwanyị ahụ, you are not married. That woman is not your wife. So this is our identity. We must make sure that we protect it. Secondly, child naming ceremony. So many Igbos, when they give birth to their children, they take their children to the pastor, to the church, for the church people to bless the children and they name the children and all whatnot. That is not Igbo. I say that is not our identity. Even if you're a Christian, you are not supposed to take your child to the pastor. It's not the pastor that blesses the child. 3 people, as far as Igbo is concerned, are supposed to bless a child during the child naming ceremony. Either is the father of the child, or the father's father, that's the grandfather, or the oldest man within that family or the community. They are the ones that blesses a child. They are the ones that name the child. You should not take your child to the pastor, to the church. We should stop it. It is culturally wrong. It does not project Igbo identity. It does not project pride in our culture. It's not a legacy that we should pass on to our children to emulate. The third one and the final one is burial, how you are buried. In Igbo culture, it is the family that buries a person, the deceased. The person's family and the family of the Noshi. That's the person's maternal family. These are the two important people that bury a deceased. So these things that we do that during burial, we wait for church to fix dates, is wrong. We take corpse to the mortuary. It is wrong. It does not show our culture. It does not portray our culture. I even understand a little, if you want to put a corpse in the mortuary to delay, to plan for the burial. I understand it a little. I'm not saying that it's commendable, no. But what I do not understand at all is a pastor officiating in the burial of an Igbo person. What is the pastor officiating as what? On what capacity? On what capacity? As family member? Burial is a family affair. It's a family affair. It involves the family of the deceased and the maternal family of this deceased. If it's a woman, it involves the family. If a woman that is married, it involves her husband's family and her father's family. It's strictly a family affair. And like I said, this should be our identity. We should not compromise on these three major areas. A true Igbo person, like I said, three key areas you should not compromise as a true Igbo person. Marriage, child naming ceremony, and burial. Do not involve an outsider in these three key areas. It's strictly family affair. I repeat, it's strictly family affair. Remember, I said, your Igboness is your identity. It is your pride and it is your legacy. This is what you will pass on. And it's how we conduct these three areas. Is what you will pass on. I don't care whether you are an Igbo Muslim or you are an Igbo traditionalist or you are an Igbo Christian or you are an Igbo free thinker. Make sure you do not compromise on these three key areas. Thank you.
The video you will just watch, please like and subscribe, and also share the video. Please like, subscribe, and share this video if you love it. Thank you.